Okay, so what is the first step in making soap?
You want to measure your tallow out, and you like the really hard stuff. You don't want it slimy. You want it where you can break it.
Wow. So this is also after it's already been rendered, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's already been rendered. It doesn't really have much of a smell. First timers will say, I smell it, but it doesn't really smell. So this 6 pounds of fat, add it with your lye and your water, should make about 9 pounds of soap. Approximately. She goes. And you usually melt your tallow first, and then you can set it aside because it'll be way hotter than what you need it. Set it aside to cool while you fix up the lye and let it start cooling. So when you get your lye, you want to be sure it says 100% lye. And it also says contains sodium hydroxide. That is another one. Sometimes it'll say contains 100% sodium hydroxide.
Yeah,
I would not suggest using hot water. I don't know, because this stuff heats up when you put the lye in it. You put the ice cubes around it because when you put the lye in the water, it heats up to a pretty high temperature, and you don't need it that hot. If you go ahead and put it in the ice bowl, then it doesn't take as long to cool down.
Melting down.
That does go fast.
Another thing you can't do is you can't use anything that's aluminum. They recommend stainless steel, glass, or plastic. You always add your lye to the water, never the water to the lye. And you add slowly and stir and let it all dissolve. And it'll be heating up when we get about half of it in there. It'll start getting pretty warm. This is also the fume part. This is the only part that has fumes. So if anybody starts feeling like they're breathing in something, just back up.
I don't even smell it.
As long as it doesn't tickle your throat.
Yeah,
fine.
as long as you don't tickle your throat, you're fine. I don't smell it right now either. But
Okay.
just as a forewarning, if you smell it, go stick your nose through the window.
Make sure to have plenty of ventilation. So the point of this is just to get it dissolved.
And you want to add it really slow so that it doesn't
if you
clunk.
if you add it all at once, it really clunks.
The tallow will need to read 125 degrees.
You'll need the lye to be 93, and the tallow once again is at 125. That is sometimes a little different depending on the fat you use. Sometimes different fats or oils call for different temperatures. But for tallow and lye, you need it at 125 for the tallow and 93 for the lye.
Tallow's all melted, huh?
And you cool it off. That clad bottom holds the heat. If you don't cool the clad bottom off, you'll be sitting here forever.
Getting close.
We are
We don't have our rubber bands.
something like 98 underneath the desk.
Yeah.
On this, and we need 93. And this is, where's the 126, and we need 125. It'll hold pretty steady right quick while this continues to cool. You have to constantly stir and slowly drizzle, or else the lye and the fat don't mix. This is the smell that I like. This is my favorite part.
It smells really cool.
Mm.
And it's a slow process. It takes about 10 minutes to get all of this mixed. That's all the trace you want. If you let it go much longer,
Just barely
it crumbles.
leaving on the top.
And she goes. And you can use saran wrap for this, or we use grocery sack. You cover it. Did you have bands?
Yeah.
Helps keep the heat in. And that seals it off to help keep the moisture in.
How long do you let it sit like this?
24 hours. So we'll slice it up tomorrow afternoon. And it will have to cure for 6 to 8 weeks after that. And it can be a box, but you're going to have holes in it like a produce box. So after this is done, we wrap it up in towels and set for 24 hours.